Imperium Duelist is a company that's striving to set the standard for the next generation of fabric playmats. Well, do they live up to the hype? Let's find out together. Cimoooooooo! What's going on, guys? It's Cimoooooooo. So I was fortunate enough to receive a copy of the Slayer vs. the Beast limited edition playmat from Imperium Duelist, and I'm really happy to work with them, not only to provide an objective review of Imperium Duelist's product, but also to give back to you guys and give one lucky subscriber the opportunity to earn this very playmat. So keep your eyes open for the giveaway details at the end of the video, but let's go ahead and get right into it. But before we do, one thing I do want to highly stress is that this is not a paid promotion. Imperium Duelist is not paying me, compensating me, or anything like that in exchange for this review. They sent me this mat purely to review in my own words, to provide you guys the most accurate and objective review possible, so you can form your own opinions about Imperium Duelist's product, and see if you might want to buy one of these mats for yourself. So, with that out of the way, guys, let's get right into the review. Imperium Duelist might not be the first company that comes to mind when you think of cloth or fabric playmats, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they have an inferior product. I've heard of Imperium in passing when at some regional or YCS level events, and would stumble across a small selection of players representing Imperium game mats. I remember the art style most significantly as what immediately caught my attention, and the Slayer vs. the Beast playmat that I'm reviewing today embodies everything I love about the artwork and more. One half of the mat features Masterpiece, the true Draco-slaying king, in all of his glory, while the other half features the dark and demonic-looking true king of all calamities, or VFD for my OCG viewers. I just want to take a moment and allow you to truly appreciate all of the intricate details of this artwork. Notice the detailing on Masterpiece's armor, or the sophistication of the scales and shading on Calamities. Artwork like this could be framed and displayed on a wall, but we're fortunate enough to have such a talented artist working with Imperium Duelist to provide a truly unique element to their product. Now, while this playmat looks amazing, I place a much higher emphasis on practical use, durability, and playability because, well, this is in fact a playmat, and we're going to be playing on it a lot. So let's see how the Imperium Duelist mat holds up in that respect. Imperium says that they provide a traditional playmat like their competitors, except the edges of their mats are treated to ensure their customers don't see any fraying. While that may seem minor, some people experience serious fraying issues with competing brands like Spellgrounds, and even I've experienced a couple instances myself where the edges of my Spellground fray rather easily. Imperium also says that they offer smooth and durable fabric, offer a variety of colors, and that their ink is taken to the next level with no cracking ink and longer lasting. I can definitely attest to the smooth fabric of this mat. When I first received it, I commented on how smooth it was in comparison to a Spellground, and I loved it. Don't get me wrong, both mats are soft and fuzzy, but the Imperium mat is much softer. You could administer a blind test, and people would easily pick the Imperium mat every single time. Okay, so reach out in front of you, both hands. Which mat is softer?
So for Calamities, it's just field, right?
No, possession means hand.
This one's softer.
This one feels softer.
This one.
Yeah. The one on the left.
Now, another important aspect is how the mat feels during gameplay. One signature action of any game of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the notorious fanning of the graveyard, and I have to admit, the slide feel is rather incredible, even better than on a Spellground or, candidly, any other mat that I've used in the past. This higher quality slide feel might be as a result of the softer fabric, creating less friction and allowing the cards to fan out much more easily along the mat, but whatever the reasoning may be behind it, the slide feel is as smooth as butter. One minor flaw I found while playing on this mat stems from the design of the mat itself. I found that every once in a while during gameplay, if I set a card or played a card on the mat in a certain way, the corner of the sleeve would catch on the inking of the mat and had the potential to bend the corner and could inadvertently mark one of my cards. Now for context, over the course of an 8-round regional, this only happened to me twice, but I felt it was important to mention because if you're unfamiliar with playing on a playmat that displays art in the center of the playing area, it's something that you might not immediately think about when making your decision as to whether or not you want to purchase this mat. So that was my analysis of the Imperium Duelist Playmat, but I feel when reviewing a product like this, it's important to get multiple perspectives because people have different likes and dislikes. So let's hear what some other people have to say what they think about the Imperium Duelist Playmat.
Alright, so what do you think of the new Imperium mat?
It's super smooth on each side. I just wish that this wasn't in the middle. Like if they could put it to like a corner or something, or put it like in the middle of the whole mat itself, that'd be pretty cool. But this is super nice.
Yeah.
This is super nice. It's like nicer than every like mat ever.
I mean, it's nice. It's definitely soft. I still personally prefer Spellgrounds better just because this kind of feels like my grandma's couch. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! On your grandma's couch, go for it. But it feels nice. It's smooth. It's definitely not something that would be bad to play on. My biggest complaint is this whole how like you can draw on it by rubbing it in the wrong way kind of thing. And that's just what I personally don't like. That's why I like the older version of Spellgrounds and not the V4s. But overall, it's a really good mat.
So my issue with this mat is the inking on it. Well, it looks beautiful. Sliding on the inking really sucks. So on the actual fabric, it's wonderful. But the thing is, I don't fan my graveyard way up here. I fan my graveyard on this area and on this area. So sliding on it just makes it. I feel like my corners are gonna get caught on that and tear it apart. So
I'm actually liking the mat. I like the artwork. You know, VFD and True Draco. What's his face? Masterpiece.
Yeah.
It's pretty soft too on the touch. Really nice when it slides down. And especially when you place your card like this, sometimes some people slaps the card and you'll make a noise. This one's kind of like silent too when you do it.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, just because it's so soft. And yeah, I like the type of material. So
I think it's pretty solid actually. The Masterpiece logo is pretty cool. Nice feel to it. Pretty. Just a cool design overall, really. Like VFD and then Masterpiece. That's pretty much it, I guess.
Overall, this playmat's pretty awesome, and I have to admit, I didn't have any expectations going into it at first when I was first going to be receiving this mat, but now that I've had the opportunity to review it and play on it for the last couple weeks, I'm kind of jealous that I'm having to give it away, but honestly, it makes me really happy knowing that one of you guys is going to have the opportunity to win and own this very playmat. So guys, check out the link in the description below to enter the giveaway. It's free to enter, and there's multiple ways to enter, which is going to always up your chances of doing so. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you like this video, be sure to like the video. As always, subscribe to the channel for more amazing Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. If you found this review informative, consider backing me on Patreon, because just by pledging only $1 a month, you're investing in my ability to continue bringing you amazing Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. So thanks so much again, and we'll see you next time.